This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Breaking news Tuesday, former President Trump found liable of sexual battery and defamation against writer E. Jean Carroll. A Manhattan jury saying it believes Trump committed sexual battery against Carroll in a New York dressing room back in 1996 and then defamed her when he denied the allegations. Since this was a civil case, the former president does not face any jail time, but the jury has recommended Trump pay Carroll about $5 million in damages. Former president maintains he does not know Carroll and plans to appeal the decision. Happening tonight, ADOT wants to hear from you about plans for a new interchange design at I-10 and Baseline. ADOT is trying to determine if they should make improvements to the existing tight diamond interchange, TDI for short, or if it should be transformed into a diverging diamond design, also known as a DDI. We're used to seeing the TDI. ADOT describes it as when the ramps between the interstate and crossroad form a diamond. Drivers getting off the freeway merge with other traffic on the frontage road and then turn into either direction or continue straight. DDIs are less common, but one was recently installed at I-17 in Happy Valley. Tonight, ADOT will host that virtual meeting to go over some more details and hear your feedback. It's from 6 to 7:30 p.m. You can log on online or simply call in with presentations in both English and Spanish. We have the links to attend in this story on abc15.com/roads. Do you have a road issue or maybe a question for the Operation Safe Roads team? Call our hotline at 833-AZ-ROADS or email roads@abc15.com. Developing news with just 2 days left until the immigration policy known as Title 42 is set to expire. Governor Katie Hobbs in Tucson today, meeting with city and county officials at one of the migrant shelters that is already at capacity. Hobbs says she is frustrated with the lack of support or a well-communicated plan from the federal government.
With Title 42 set to expire in just 2 days, it doesn't appear that the federal government is prepared. As a result, Arizona communities will face incredible challenges trying to deal with the influx of people entering the country. Critical to our success on the ground will be partnerships with organizations like Casa Alitas, local governments like the City of Tucson and Pima County, and local law enforcement.
Hobbs says she will use $7 million already allocated to help with migrants, plus an additional $15 million in state funds to transport the migrants, but she's still asking the federal government for more financial help. Officials at Grand Canyon National Park say they failed to meet a requirement to chlorinate the park's drinking water. This impacts the canyon's water source near the North Rim at Roaring Springs. Officials telling KNAU it's not considered an emergency situation, but chlorine levels are below the minimum requirement at the South Rim. Park says residents and visitors don't need to boil water or take other precautions, but if you have a compromised immune system or are pregnant, elderly, or have an infant, contact a doctor. Craig, thanks. As the Suns gear up for Game 5, a special shout out from a special Suns fan to her favorite player.
Hi, Devin Booker. I'm Pat Rice, and I'm 91 years old, and you are my favorite player.
Yeah, that's Pat from Phoenix, and you heard it. She is 91 years young. She says she's Devin Booker's biggest fan. Family describes her as the most joyful person they know, and that's her daughter right next to her there in the video. She tells us her mom wears her orange cowboy hat and her son's jersey while watching every home game from the living room. But she's hoping D-Book and the Suns can maybe hook her up with some playoff tickets.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, and we've got a storm system moving in. Not a lot of rain with this one, but a lot of wind and some cooler air, which will take valley highs down to the lower 80s tomorrow afternoon. Gusts for us at 25 miles per hour, so just some breezes late in the day, but stronger winds across eastern Arizona with wind advisories from St. John's to Springerville and back over to Pinetop Lakeside and Show Low. These in effect from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Gust here at 45 miles per hour tomorrow. And high winds and dry conditions across southeastern Arizona leading to fire danger. Red flag warnings for fire danger in effect throughout the day. We do have a chance of a few spotty showers from Prescott up to the Grand Canyon in the morning. That'll move into Flagstaff about midday and into northeastern Arizona in the afternoon. But no rain here for the valley as we head through the next few days. Just the cooler air. 81 tomorrow, back up to the 90s for Thursday and Friday, and hitting 100 on Saturday. Then rain chances return.
This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.